Hey guys, Rainbow Red Panda here. Today I'm doing a comic review of My Little Phony, a Brony adventure of Fandom is Tragic. Now, this was written by Mike Morrissey and Steve Seeley, and I know that Steve Seeley is related to Tim Seeley somehow, and I love Tim Seeley. I'm guessing, just to guess, that it's his brother, but I don't know. Guessing it's his brother though. And there is a variant cover that is by Tim Seeley, and it's not this one, so I'm gonna have to get it because I love Tim Seeley. Um, I thought that this book was so funny. If they made this into a series, like a weekly, well, not a weekly series, but if it was like a regular series, I would totally buy it. I would totally get it and love it, and it would be amazing. It doesn't deal as much with My Little Pony. There is a couple scenes with these ponies that are called horsies. This follows a show, and it is called My Tiny Horsey. And instead of My Little Pony, My Tiny Horsey. Obviously, copyright reasons make it that way. And the horses are kind of similar. As you can see, this is like the logo for My Tiny Horsey. And this takes place at San Diego Comic-Con, and I think that's hilarious because that is a very, very accurate description or picture of what happens at Comic-Con, waiting in line for Hall H, except for that there were more tents last year. But other than that, that is an excellent, like, I was here and here, like, I can look at this and be like, I stood there. So I like that part, but that's just the first page. Basically, this sort of mocks the whole brony scene. Bronies, if you guys don't know, are My Little Pony fans. They're typically male. It's sort of debatable as to whether bronies are only male or if, you can be a girl and be a brony, because some females are like, dude, I'm a brony. There are other names for like females that like My Little Pony. They are called, what are they called? Pega sisters. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure the correct terminology. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but this one mainly looks at the male pony fans, and it sort of takes a thing of arguing whether the original ponies were better or if the new ponies are better. My Little Pony has been around forever. I grew up with My Little Pony. I had the little pony figures, and I loved them. Except for their hair always got so naughty, and it sucked because it was so hard to keep it brushed. But it is sort of like it's. I mean, you get the same thing with comics. Was the gold and silver and bronze age better than like all of these books? Like that is like an ongoing debate. It's everyone's personal preference. So this takes a look at how far these bronies would go to prove not only their loyalty, but which pony genre was better and all of that. And it also sort of revolves around the creator, which they say, had the idea and they don't know what her original vision was. And so it's sort of them trying to figure that out while trying to outdo each other. And it gets pretty crazy. It goes everywhere from them tattooing like cutie marks on their faces to show allegiance, to getting like hair transplants down like their back and their spine so they look like a pony because they have like the mane. It ends up there are four of these people. There are two old school pony people and two new school pony people, and they are called, instead of bronies, it's horse he. It's like HORS dash he instead of brony. That's what they call themselves, and it has them doing this crazy surgery to make themselves basically into like minotaurs. And then there's like a horse head thing which has all kinds of Godfather jokes written all over it. And yeah, so you have these guys that are walking around with like horse legs and then their human torso, and then you have like two guys that just have horse heads with like the human brain implanted in it, and it's pretty crazy. It's yeah. Here's sort of a picture of that. it's just it takes a crazy turn. Like this thing that was about little ponies is now like this crazy apocalyptic time, and they're trying to figure out why. And they end up finding out that basically My Little Pony causes the apocalypse. This My Tiny Horsey series has caused the apocalypse because of their transformation into horses. They have become the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and so the world is doomed. Um, it's very interesting, and it has a crazy ending because they do end up meeting the creator of this series while she's being eaten alive, and before she dies she tells them where to find, the original vision of My Tiny Horsey. And yeah, it is nowhere near what the show has become at all. In fact, it doesn't even involve horses or ponies or anything that is equestrian. So, yeah, it's a really good book. I would recommend it for anybody, even if you don't like My Little Pony. I think that you will find the humor in it to be amazing. I really like the artwork. I think it's good. It's not bright and happy like you would get from My Little Pony. The only like kind of brightness, it's not even brightness. Like these are like the few scenes that have ponies in them, and they're not super. If you've ever read My Little Pony, this is not super bright. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, but it's good. It's funny. It it has, I don't know. I mean, it's a very strange and out there storyline, but with all the other comics that are out there, it fits right in. I could see it being like a mini series or something. Like, I want to see how these horses are gonna fight the apocalypse, because I think they're still gonna try after this is over. So I'm hoping that maybe they change their mind and make this into a little bit of a regular series. So yeah, this is My Little Phony. Friendship is Tragic. I would highly recommend it. I think it was awesome, and I hope that it makes a comeback. I don't know. I like it. The artwork was good in my opinion. Um, I mean, come on, like there's a horse head on a person. You can't you can't make this stuff up, okay? Like, if you guys have read it, let me know what you think. If you're a Brony and you're watching this, let me know what you think. Um, about being imitated, I guess. I'm not really sure how to take this. It's good. I like it. And that's all I have to say. So with that, I will see you guys with my next review. Bye.